Hello YouTube, back-to-back weeks with pickup videos. This is almost a trend. I'm not going to count it as a trend because I don't think we're going to necessarily repeat that next week, but I did have some stuff that came directly to me, so we're going to have that included. And we did kind of cross a mini milestone as far as the Modano collection is concerned, so a really good mail day from that perspective. In total, we got 4 cards here that we're going to go into. First one here is actually one that I talked about on the podcast. I mentioned it briefly. This one's not actually for me, so I'm holding it, and it'll be passed along when the time is right. It's a Victor Robles from 2020 Topps. It is the Topps Black. There it is with the rookie cup, number 69. So that one is going to be held off, and it's going to hang here until the time is right to hand it off to its new owner. The remainder of the mail day this week is actually all Modano cards that all came straight to me. First one starting off here, we begin with 2021-22 Clear Cut Hockey, which I've talked about in the past. Those are the acetate cards. The see-through ones, a lot of times it makes for some pretty nice autographs on there. And this one's the exclusives, numbered to 35 for that design. There's the autograph on there, numbered to 35. They all come inside of these one-touch holders with the sticker on top. You can remove them if you want to. I probably will at some point because this one's pretty scratched up. But for now, I'll leave it on there just for protection purposes. But then down the road, we'll replace it. So one more autograph to add to the collection. And we'll showcase that one at the very end. Number 2 is also another autograph. This was the first one that came in this week. That's from 24-25 SB Authentic Hockey. So this one's brand new. And I showed this off on the podcast as well. And this is the UD Authentics autograph from Modano. So that is a short print. Not numbered, but it is a short print. And one of the things I noted and talked about a little bit is that they did use the late era Minnesota North Stars jersey on here. So you got the 75th anniversary NHL patch. You got the little patch there for Minnesota. And they used this for 2 seasons. So this specific one was the first season where they transitioned over to this jersey. And then they had one more season in Minnesota with the similar style jersey without the 75th anniversary patch before they moved over to Dallas. But you can see based on the design here, very similar in terms of what they kept in the first year in Dallas. But of course, the word Dallas is there up top. So it's kind of fun to have a Minnesota picture, but being kind of a late era Minnesota picture before they transitioned it over. I did appreciate that aspect of it included in this card. So photo selection wise, it kind of added to it, and it is a clean design, which I appreciate. Last one here is actually a really big one. So this one actually is officially the 2800th different Mike Modano card that I've got in the collection. So I'll update the Modano count at the very end here. But this one is from the late 90s, and this is one that I saw the opportunity to pick up. I went back and forth with the seller. We were able to come to a deal that I was okay with. I don't generally like to do too many deals on Instagram, but from time to time, when the time is right, I will do that. Now for this one, it does make sense because it is a 1-of-1, and it's one of those things where an opportunity to pick up a late 90s 1-of-1, those ones are actually quite tough. Even with the printing plates and everything, there still aren't that many. And again, I'm not the biggest fan of printing plates, but this one is not a printing plate. This one is from 99-2000, Topps Gold label. It is from the Prime Gold insert set. It is the black label 1-of-1. So it is graded, it is in the holder. So that is the black label is actually this. I know it doesn't look black. It's kind of a weird thing that they never really have a look for it. The red one does stand out pretty well, and kind of the regular gold stands out. But there is the Prime Gold, and it's kind of the design with the 2 images. It is very shiny. I'm a big fan of that. And it's actually in a PSA 7 because it does have a couple flaws on it. But it is a 1-of-1, so it's one of those things I'm not really going to worry about that. But on the back is where you can see the numbering on here. But I'm actually going to show you 2 things side by side. So it is a little bit tough to see. There, I've got to kind of angle it a little bit because it's indented into it. But I wanted to show you. So this is, as I said, the black for the Prime Gold, the black 1-of-1 version. This is actually the regular base version of the black. So you can see side by side, they are very similar. But it is on the back where the differences kind of happen. Because if you look at the back of this one, you can see it's got the design and everything, but it is kind of flat. But if you look at this one, it's got kind of a little bit of a gold shimmer to it. And then, of course, it does have the 1-of-1 there with the indentation as well. But you can see there, here's the difference between the regular one and then the actual 1-of-1 with a little bit of the gold shimmer going on. It's very subtle. And to be honest, they do improve on this in later iterations where they actually put the foil in there. Like if I just tilt it a little bit, it basically goes invisible. You kind of have to tilt it in such a way so you can see it, because you can see right there. But you really do have to play with the light on that a little bit. I'm not a biggest fan of making it that subtle. But again, you do see the bigger differentiator is that little gold shimmer thing going on there. But there you go. There is the regular version of the black for Prime Gold, and there is the 1-of-1 variant. So that one has been added to the collection. So there are the pair of them, just for contrast. Funny enough, I'm actually missing the red label. So I do have the Gold version, the black version as this is showing here, and then the red version is actually numbered to 25. It's not a 1 of 1, so if I get the red one, I'll be able to have the 3 different variants of them. The rainbow does include the 1 of 1s because all of these do have 1 of 1 versions. So this is the black version of the 1 of 1. There's also a red version of the 1 of 1 and a gold version of the 1 of 1. So 3 in total to go along with 3 base versions of this in the gold, the black, and the red. But nonetheless, it lets me at least complete one of these little mini sets. I won't quite call it a rainbow since it's 2 cards, but it does let me complete a little mini set of the 2. And that's the first of those that I've got completed. And then down the road, if I get the red, at least I'll have the 3 of these versions included. Either way, a good day and good additions to the collection. That said, let's get this lined up here. So there you go. The 1 of 1 I think definitely has to be front and center. And then we'll include the autographs here to flank it. So we got a nice SP auto on there. And then another one, the nice numbered autograph on there included as well. And that just leaves a quick update to the Modano count. So as things sit right now, I'm at 2,801 different Mike Modano cards. So I've crossed over 2,800 different with 364 autographs and 694 memorabilia cards. The next milestone is kind of the 700 memorabilia cards. And then we're starting to make our way now towards 2,900. Down the road here, my goal is to get the 3,000 unique Modano cards, but that'll be a little while from now because I'll have to kind of pick up little lots along the way. I do have a couple of small groups coming in that are going to help towards that, but it's one of those things where nowadays I kind of chip away at it a lot more slowly because I am looking for more quality over quantity. Like this is really an excellent mail day, especially at this stage in the game with the kind of stuff I've already got sitting in the collection. Anyway, hopefully you enjoyed. I wanted to take a little extra time there to kind of talk through the gold label one because I was a huge fan of the late 90s gold labels. They are amongst my favorite of the era. And then adding a 1 of 1, anything that includes any part of the 90s with a 1 of 1 is a big piece that I like adding to the collection. I don't think I actually have any other 1 of 1s that crossed into the 90s. All the other ones are 2000 and beyond. So I do have a number of different ones, obviously, but this is one that I definitely wanted to pick up when the opportunity presented itself. That's it for this one. More videos coming up on the channel. Live streams on Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, the longest running episodic, whatever it is. I think we'll definitely have some fun this week because Eric's new character may at least come into play at the beginning of the show. So we might have a little bit of fun with that, and we'll see where the rest of the evening takes us as we kind of hang out on Friday. Outside of that, that'll be it for now. Like if you like the video, subscribe to the channel. Thanks very much, and we'll catch you in the next one.